2 down, 3 to go. Hello and welcome back to some more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, where this chapter is insane, and it's crap, and I hate it, and it makes no sense, but I'm sure excited to finish it so we can move on to a hopefully much better chapter. Let's just get started. Let's not waste any time. Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz. What? Yeah, who cares, whatever. Why? Yeah. Banter between the annoying, stupid little cubs. I don't care. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Bye. See you later. I don't know why the Monocubs are here. They're so useless. They mean nothing. They're insignificant, and they piss me off to no end. And I hate them. And I can't wait for them all to be gone. Stop it. I don't care what you have to say. Stop it. What are you talking about? Nothing, not a single thing they said has had any bearing on anything. Why are they here? Literally, why are they here? Well, who cares about them? Oh, yeah, by the way, Himiko is under suspicion again, because why not?
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you?
Who cares? There was a giant-ass hole in the wall, which means you probably were crawling between all of them, so you could trap all of them.
Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening? No, I'm not listening. I don't care anymore. I'm too tired.
Okay, well, it's fine if you don't care, but, like, the rest of us care about this thing called survival, and everyone believing you're the culprit kind of dampens our chances of surviving quite significantly, because obviously, anyone with a brain would know you're not actually the killer, so I don't care if you don't care about staying alive or not at this exact point in time, because the rest of us sure as hell do, so maybe help us out a little bit here, Himiko.
Tenko died. Why did I have to survive?
So we can get more nyeh in there. They're saying them because they're all morons, and Korikiyu's saying it because he's the killer. I do not align myself with this moronic thinking.
Don't care anymore.
Okay, cool, but the rest of us do care.
Himiko.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
Okay, what moron framed this shot? Like, why? Spike Chunsoft once again demonstrating their burgeoning intelligence and competence. And, sorry, not competence, sorry, competence. Hey, big dramatic moment for Himiko where she's literally saying she doesn't care about life anymore and she doesn't have a reason to live. Yeah, you know what we should do? Instead of having her be the center of the frame, put a big-ass painting in the middle of it so that you can't see what you can't see her at all. Great. Outstanding cinematography.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial. Just shut up. I told
Oh my god, how much longer do we have to do this for?
It's all just big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
Himiko is speaking for all of us in the context of Danganronpa. It's just a big pain.
What are you talking about?
Shut up! Oh great, now what?
Chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the biggest leap of logic in the franchise since freaking Veruca Salt with her. Oh! She jumped back when the lights turned on. Therefore, she can't have anyone step on her shadow. That makes complete sense.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko.
Oh my god, really? We're still doing this. We're still dancing around this.
Not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Somehow. Really, Sumigi. Do you?
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
Well, wouldn't you think so?
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko.
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died.
Great. Joy. Alright, what do we need to prove? Do we need to prove that they were set up in all the different rooms? Oh, duh! I don't even know why I didn't even, honestly, I completely forgot this was even a thing. Obviously, we can just use, okay, let me guess, is someone gonna say, like, oh, maybe the other rooms were trapped, and then we have to agree with it with this? I don't know how I forgot. Oh, wait, no, you wouldn't say, because obviously, yeah, so I honestly, I completely, because of everything else that happened, I just completely forgot that Kokichi was, they baited me with the Kokichi death. Completely forgot about that. Aha! Oh, go away. Oh my god. I hate Danganronpa class trial gameplay. It's such unmitigated dog shit. I hate this. This is such trash. Okay, well, let's keep going, and maybe this time, go, there we go, oh my god.
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you.
Oh, for God's sake, you're so useless!
Careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
You're absolutely worthless.
While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it.
That's called finding it, you dumbass.
Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
This is a complete shock to me.
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko. Right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you? Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well.
Oh my god, we're just meandering on.
That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Great. It took less than 10 minutes and her existential crisis is already over. Woohoo, wasn't that so much fun?
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Hey, remember in Danganronpa 3 where they gave Chiaki a character arc, or they tried to, where they're like, hey, nerdy girl has trouble making friends and wants to make friends, and then less than 10 minutes later, she became the best friend of every single one of her classmates. Yeah, that was fun. I sure do love it when writers implement a character arc that is established and resolved within 10 minutes. That's my favorite kind of
Do
writing.
not say everyone. After all, the blackened is still among
I
us.
swear to God, this fucking phrase.
Hey, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Your soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
What the Oh my god. Yeah, sure, Kokichi. They have superpowers. Why not?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
You mean the floorboard that was obscured by the circle that Kurokiyo had us draw, meaning that and the one that he told us all not to step anywhere near, so as to keep us away from the floorboard? You mean that one?
That is a good point.
It must have been barrier magic.
Ugh.
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
Oh, do you now?
Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? That's it, that must be the reason.
I'm guessing we need to present the circle that prevented us. Yep, right here.
This is it! It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime. Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
So much for being an expert on floorboards or whatever bullshit you said.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
That's right, if that's the case, then the culprit, there's no doubt in my mind, they're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive.
Yeah, almost like, you know, I feel like we called this like 18 hours ago, but whatever.
It has to be you,
I'm glad the game finally caught up with us.
Kyo. Was it you?
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Well, among other reasons.
Kept us from discovering the seesaw trick.
Also the fact that this whole thing was your idea.
But that's not all it was for.
Let's not forget about that one.
In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
That is not the response of an innocent person.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking. So this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
Not a great way to start your defense. Ah, so this is the feeling all the other Blackened had. Not a great way to start your defense of how you're not the Blackened. I gotta admit, not a great starting point.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes?
Yes.
So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
You used the incantations in the magic circle to feel your way to it, because it was made out of salt, so you could have felt your way there. I can make it very clear for you. You felt your way there. Yeah, I get it. Stop pulling my hand. They used that. They felt their way there.
That's it! The culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Hey, how about the giant magic circle? How about the big-ass magic circle on the floor, you morons? Made out of salt that you can feel your way to.
I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have. How are you all this stupid?
Oh my god. Okay. One, two. Yep, that's okay. Hold on. So there's a thing there. I need an A. Okay, so U. I said G, then I, and then C. Now I need another C right there. I think that was an I. I didn't see any R's though. Yeah, I don't see any R's. I need an R. There's an R right there. Okay, U, and then I just need an L and an E. There's an L right there, and there's an E. I didn't look for any E's. E right here. Magic circle. Obviously.
That's it! The magic circle. They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. You drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
Oh joy.
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
You drew lines to read what? You literally drew lines outward from the magic circle.
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes?
Yes, corners of the room which were drawn to by the lines in the. Oh my god.
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it. Yes?
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
Another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt would guarantee it was temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
What a pain. We don't...
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention?
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
About what?
I had Mew add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
I swear to God, if he has. Don't even tell me he has some kind of recording.
Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install.
Oh no 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 no. Oh my God. Okay. So Mew installed a camera into Mew's body, and she wanted to use it.
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be...
You don't need permission. You don't need her permission to use a... Is he just gonna be the mystery mouse control for this entire game? Like, ooh, what zany new gimmick is he gonna have this time, guys? What magical new ability is gonna be introduced to Kibo's body for this chapter that's gonna save the day?
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Of course it is.
Image?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Fantastic.
I'll give it a try. Ready?
What the fuck? What the fuck is this game? I can't. It's just like he stuck his tongue out, but instead of a tongue, it's a picture. What the fuck is...
I also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the sands. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay.
I can't, dude. This game. So this is the magic. Oh, sorry.
So this is the magic circle used for the
Well,
seance.
Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Yeah, the 4 lines drawn out from the corners to the corners of the room.
Notice anything?
Each corner has a line drawn out from it.
There! This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seeing through Kyo's lie.
My lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie. The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And
Hey, where's my things? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Use your imagination.
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly why you installed it.
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this game? What? I can't, dude. I can't. What is this? What are we talking about?
What? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health.
Who wrote this?
Bacteria quality.
Who wrote this script?
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does one.
What is this fucking script?
So, see, you're all grossed out. This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan.
Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
Poop, no one cares.
How old are these writers? Was this written by a bunch of middle schoolers? Like, what is this? Who wrote this shit? Literally.
You killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
Also, in case you're wondering, as to what I was thinking about when she said that's not why I installed that camera, given the scene we walked in on with Miyu and, Kibo, I thought she was gonna use that camera for something else, but it's fine. It's whatever.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are fiction.
Oh boy, here we go. I mean, hey, at least it's not rebuttal, it's not non-stop debate, so I'll take it.
To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
If it wasn't important, then you wouldn't focus on it.
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
My job is not to entertain you. Your job's to entertain me, and you're failing, so, you know, make of that what you will. God, these all prove you did
You're
it.
going to claim I am the culprit. Then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage.
Yes.
The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage.
No. How about the person who put the sheet? Okay, hold on. Wait, let me break this first. How about we get the... Oh. Really? That wasn't enough to... Okay, let me get this sheet out. Because you're the one who placed the sheet on the thing, aren't you? I'm pretty sure you're the person who placed the white sheet on the cage, which would have given you the prime opportunity for you to place the murder weapon where it needed to be.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
The only person who could have collected the sickle was Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
Yes, you did.
I'll cut through your words. The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have simply placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
What?
Correct? Then why don't you give up already?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
What?
So, it was
You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen.
Oh, is he gonna say, oh yeah, I killed Tenko, but it doesn't matter, because this is all about Angie's murder, in which case, okay, all I need to prove is that you killed her? Easy, I can do that with ease. Because this...
Vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die. What you talking about, Kyo? You still don't understand? I killed Tenko. That is the truth.
Yep, that's what he's gonna say. Okay. Well, unfortunately for you, I already explained earlier how I know you're the one who killed Angie, and the proof is the biggest piece of evidence is the blood underneath the floor, because there's two different piles of blood there. One of which is dried up, one of which isn't, which means one belongs to Tenko, one of them doesn't. So all I need to do is prove that you carried her from there to there, which I can do with the duct tape. So yeah, this is really, you don't really win either way here, buddy.
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yes, I get it.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
So, first of all, why would anybody believe you after exposing your lies? Second of all, if you really believe that to be true, then you wouldn't have made an effort to conceal her death in the first place. So, nice try.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
Oh, he definitely did. You want me to prove it? I'll prove it for you.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's...
You didn't need to, because she was moved. The blood stain underneath the floor proves that that wasn't the actual murder scene. And we already also established the fact that it was a fake locked room mystery. No! What did you people already forget last episode when we established that it was set up to be a fake locked room mystery? Did you forget that?
Possibly killed Angie when
No! What are you doing?
Can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
Why is this... You know, in previous games, for the most part, barring a couple exceptions, the class trials mostly stayed on topic. There were, maybe once in a while they would stray from the beaten path, but usually they were pretty good at staying on track, even if they didn't make any sense. With excluding, by the way, we're excluding the final trials in this discussion because those are just a whole other animal. But this game is just allergic to staying on track. It just sidetracked constantly. I don't even, what do we...
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culpable?
None of you have any reason to believe him anymore.
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
Wait, I think my brain just exploded from your stupidity. Okay. Oh my god, okay. So, let me... Not that this fucking matters, because as you'll recall, they broke the school rules in Chapter 1. So the school rules don't mean anything anymore. But we'll check them again anyway. Okay. Take place in class trial. You fucking broke this rule, bitch. Okay, so I thought there'd be some kind of school rule in here clarifying that there's only one blackened before the added rule that we have right here, but there wasn't. So instead, I'll simply say, so his logic is, if I had known that it was only going to be for Angie's killer, then I wouldn't have killed Tenko. Which, yes, that makes sense. it's bullshit, but it follows logically. The problem here is that, like, once you found out that it wasn't, well, once you figured, first of all, you should have asked Monokuma, if that were true. If that were true, you would have asked Monokuma. Basic logic. Kurumi did it last chapter, you should have done it this chapter. If that were really the case, I would call that out. But more importantly, I would call out the fact that once you realized that this trial was only for Angie's killer, then that should have been the moment where you go, okay, I'm gonna come clean because I can't be damaged anymore. Like, nothing's gonna, they can't, I'm not gonna be the Blackened. They're not gonna punish me. I'm fine. Because it is in your best, if what you're saying is true, which we know damn well it's not, then it is in your best interest to make clear that you are not associated with that so that they can get all the facts straight and help try to figure out who Angie's killer is. Instead, you withheld the information for the entire class trial up until this point, and now we have no reason to trust you at all. So if what you're saying is true, then you went about this in the stupidest way you possibly could have. No one has any reason to trust you anymore. This makes no goddamn sense. And by the way, this is just logic I'm using to help the characters figure out that what he's saying is bullshit. It's not criticism of the case itself. I'm simply saying, hey, all the people in this room right now should be able to use that to call Kyo out and say, yeah, no, you're just talking out your ass right now. The criticisms I have of this case are much more fundamental to how he actually went about killing both people. And this chapter is broken.
Next to that, any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
Not this again. Yeah. Time for a debate scrum. Okay. I think this one annoys me the most because there's no reason I shouldn't like this. It's literally all about just using using their words against them, that kind of thing. I should love this, but I don't because it's broken. Well, not broken. What's the better? I guess the better phrase would be pointless, like redundant, because it literally highlights exactly what word in each thing you need to counter, and for the most part, it keeps the words you have in your arsenal pretty much in order, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie.
Kyo.
We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and
Okay, Angie.
I got this.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's like,
Get into Angie's research lab.
there's nothing here.
Found in Kyo's lab.
Okay, so it's in the lab. Yeah, like, there's only one word it could ever possibly be. There's no room for doubt here.
Kyo did kill Tenko, but not
And this one.
Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
And are they going to be in order? Is the next one going to be rule?
Planning to use the new rule to protect
Yep.
you.
It's just one after the other.
That rule was added after both murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death.
I got this.
And they all fall right into place.
Mystery to solve.
Oh, great. And then we get to do... This part's just annoying. Like, the other part's annoying because it's like, it's a great concept that's butchered in execution. This one's annoying just because it's just button mashing with some events.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
mystery? What kind of mystery?
Like, so here's the thing. The other thing I think that annoys me is the fact that you could just cut that out of it, cut that out of the game. I mean, you could do that. That's the thing. You could apply this logic to any of the mini games. There's no reason for any of them to exist. Like, they don't. It's not like. It's not. People get mad when I do this, but I'm gonna do it because it's a direct comparison. The mood matrix is intrinsic to the story because sometimes the only way to get more information out of a witness is to appeal to the emotional side, to appeal to the therapeutic side, to try to have a heart-to-heart instead of just going with cold hard logic. It's a double. It's two sides to the coin. There's the logic side with the contradictions and the emotional side with the mood matrix. Both of them work. Logic just the same thing. It's directly like it's a direct way to farm more information. But in this, if you cut out, if I splice the game to pre-debate scrum and after debate scrum, nothing would be missing. Because you could just you could just have one of the characters saying, we should vote for Kyo, and then Shuichi says, no, but like we shouldn't though, like he just said there, and you wouldn't miss anything. Same with Psych Taxi, Mind Mine. I guess there's more, you know, I'll say that there's more wiggle room for Psych Taxi and things like that, because at least that's him working it out in his mind. So I guess that there's more wiggle room for a defense there. But debate scrum specifically, and even rebuttal showdown and mass panic debate to a certain extent, those are the big ones that are like, you cut those out, you miss nothing. Which is just my problem with a lot of stuff, is that this case just meandering on talking about random nonsense when this should be over already.
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit, but we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Yes, the outline piece of evidence is going to be the dried blood. I'm gonna assume that's what it's talking about. And again, we could have just cut straight to this and skipped past the debate scrum.
Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped.
Was that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it, but the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry it.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Because it's from a different murder.
The bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because
it happened before the it happened before the seance. It was Angie's murder, or Angie's blood.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
that should make it clear whose blood it was.
It was Angie's.
That's it. That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she...
I'm sorry, we literally established last episode that there was a fake locked room mystery. Why would you assume it was the actual murder scene anymore?
I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
Oh my god.
I'm not sure
No.
if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start.
I think what's more likely is that he was waiting he was in the room setting up his seesaw Rube Goldberg contraption bullshit, and then Angie walked in, and then he's like, "Oh no, my trap has been exposed. She must die now." Which, again, there's a problem there, because there's his murder. It's done. Murder over. He already killed Angie. There's his kill. That makes him the Blackened automatically. That is his ticket out of here. All he had to do was just maintain the locked room mystery, and we never would have caught him. All of the clues, because, like, my suspicions that Koryu was the murderer were all linked to, like, the way the narrative is structured. But obviously, if this were a real thing that was happening, you couldn't use narrative structure to help as the basis for your argument as to why he's the killer. All the in-universe clues that we found that linked Koryu to the murder that made us believe that he was the culprit came from Tenko's murder scene, not from Angie's murder scene. We deduced what happened at Angie's murder scene with the stupid katana and the spinning thing and the fake locked room and all that. But all the clues we found that linked Koryu to being the Blackened came from Tenko's murder scene. So if he did not kill Tenko and he just killed Angie, there's absolutely no way we could have caught him. No way. We could have taken a shot in the dark, and maybe we would have got him, but we could not have possibly based it on any basis of logic or reasoning or anything. So if he just left it alone and didn't kill Tenko, then he would have gotten away scot-free. But for some stupid reason, he went for a second murder, and I have no idea why. I'll wait till the end of the case for them to try to justify it, but I got this sneaky feeling that it's not going to make any goddamn sense, whatever they try to say.
So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in a room?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
That's funny coming from you.
I do lie a lot. And I could be lying right now, too.
Oh, for God's sake.
But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true?
Oh, great. My favorite. Okay. Non-stop debate.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
Oh, right, because she needs candles for the. Yup, she needs candles for the ceremony. But not the ceremony. The, you know what I mean? The ritual, whatever the hell that it was called.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, her tangy wax flame.
No.
No, Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
That's why there was dried blood underfloor.
Like, I swear to God, it almost feels like they're like, it's like a running gag. They think this is for Danganronpa. It's like, oh, it's chapter 3, gotta make it a double murder, do-do-do-do-do. Because there is no logical reason for why he would have gone for a second murder after that. There's none.
Himiko, well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we
Yeah.
had a seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shinichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be a
Well,
will.
no, because if you recall, you also explored one of the other rooms and fell through the floorboard. So if you shifted down one on either side, there's still a very high probability that you would have checked one of the other rooms, and the one you checked would have led you to fall through the floorboard and land next to the dry blood stain. So, I don't believe that even for a second.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
Yes.
Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab?
Simple. You duct taped, as evidenced by the duct tape we found, you duct taped her head with duct tape to stop the bleeding so that there wouldn't be that much blood in that room, and then carried her to the lab, dropped her off, ripped off the duct tape, which don't even get me started on the stupid duct tape, and then that's where it all fell apart.
It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that.
Yeah, alright, the injury in the forehead.
This is it!
Honestly, there's been so much else in this case, I honestly kind of forgot about that.
The wound was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana, but she also showed signs of blunt force trauma. And I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
Thanks for playing along, pal.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about?
We're talking about the facts of the case.
All clear? What is all clear?
The fact that Tsumigi is smiling, by the way, might have caught me off guard. Or, I mean, been, like, confusing, had I not known. Since I do know, you know what? It's a nice detail. I'll give credit where credit is due. It's a nice detail for Sumigi to be smiling right now.
What are you?
Oh, great, he's going insane.
What are you?
What the hell?
You.
Sorry, was all clear like your trigger word or something?
I will not fear. I will not back
What
down.
what the hell? What?
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself. Your words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What now? What the fuck?
Teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet.
What now?
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog. Nothing is clear at all.
Okay, I think I accidentally said his trigger word or something, because he's just lost his mind. And apparently channeled the spirit of someone else in the process. I don't know what the hell happened there. Okay. Guessing we're gonna need the bloody duct tape since we're talking about the... Oh god almighty.
And then carried into the research lab.
Guessing since we're talking about the blood on her forehead, we're gonna need the duct tape as proof that it happened.
You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body?
Yep.
And not a single drop of blood fell?
Yeah, because you duct taped it.
You wipe them down later. There'd still be traces of evidence left behind.
There was traces of evidence left behind. No, yes, there was.
I'll cut through your words. There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice it.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
Must have been a Tua who did that for us.
What? A Tua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
And that person is you. As we said from the very beginning.
It's you, Kyo.
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious.
Oh, shut the hell up. You had no goddamn idea.
Killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
Good question. I can't wait to see how the game justifies it.
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
So, I think what you're trying to say there is that he intended to kill Tenko with the seesaw thing, but then Angie stumbled in on him and he's like, time to die. But that's still not an accidental death. What you mean to say is that he didn't intend initially, he didn't plan to kill her. It was just a spur of the moment thing where it's like, I see you, you see me, you see my plan, you have to die now. That's still not an accident, but I at least know what you're talking about. But that doesn't explain it away, because once you have the first kill done, that's it, you're over, you're done. You don't need to go for Tenko, but he did for some reason.
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, but once he did it, it should have become the plan, the only plan. There was no need for the original plan anymore. The murder was an accident? Well, obviously it would be Angie. Even if you didn't know, basic logic would be like, well, obviously it wouldn't have been Tenko because that requires orchestration. Whereas the other one didn't.
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then, should have just stopped there.
Yes! Yes, he should have!
Killed Angie. There was no reason for him to kill Tango.
Exactly! I can't wait to see how you try to justify this one game.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless.
Good luck digging yourself out of this whole game.
If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am?
Oh, wait. Is it gonna be like... Oh, that's really dumb. Is it gonna be... Because you saw during the Rebel Showdown thing where it's like... He had like two personalities kind of a thing going on right there. Is it gonna be like one personality killed Angie, the other one killed Tenko or something? Because if that's the case... Wow, Spike Chunsoft, you are so goddamn desperate to make every single Chapter 3 a double murder.
Why? What? Calm yourself, Korekio. Yes.
Is that really I swear if that's the route we're headed down.
You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered.
Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
Well, I mean that's his. I mean if he wants to wear lipstick, that's his prerogative. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. If it makes him happy, then he's by all means he can do what he wants. That's not my problem. The problem here is why the fuck did you go for the second murder? Because I think what's happening here is they're gonna be like multiple personalities. One personality killed Tenko, the other one killed Angie, which. Oh boy, howdy! What a cop-out explanation for Spike Chunsoft.
I've never acknowledged your allegations. Not a single one of them. So you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie.
Yes, there is.
No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I will acknowledge fiction, mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses.
I don't care if you acknowledge them or not. I've proven my case to be true, so it doesn't really matter if you acknowledge them or not.
Good job, Korekio. Yes, thank
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence? There's no evidence that he killed Angie. You're wrong.
There is.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. Apologize.
What the hell is happening?
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
My thoughts exactly.
I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what weapon to use on Angie. I have to prove it to him.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, what the? What is this? Oh my god. Okay. 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 Oh dear lord. Okay. I've already screwed up colossally. I've messed up. Oh god. I've made a very terrible error. We're fine. We're fine. We're still in it to win it. We're doing okay. We made up for it. That was just the wrong button. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. We are doing fine. Hold this. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, I still need some practice with the holding them down. I'm still not fully in tune with the holding them down. I'm still not fully in tune with those yet, but I will get them eventually. It just may take some time to do it. There we go. Okay, I think I did some damage to him. Not much, but we're making progress. We are making great progress. Oh god. Okay, messed that one up earnestly. Hit. By the way, I wonder if anyone actually reads the words that the buttons are behind, because I don't. I don't pay attention to what he's saying. I just pay attention to where the buttons are. It just seems I was gonna be the mashing thing now.
I told you I am
No, it's not. Because it does seem odd they put so much effort into actually, like, recording voice lines and typing out dialogue. Even though I think the odds that anyone's actually reading what they're saying when is very low, because you pretty much just have to entirely focus on where the buttons are coming from, because they're coming in fast now. They're coming in really fast now. Oh lord, oh lord. They are coming in at the speed of sound. Hit them all! Got him. Gotta hit them all. We're fine. We're still doing okay. Yeah, by the way, in case... Oh no, what happened? What happened? Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, it's the thing again. It's the... Oh my god. Why? 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 I didn't want to... Oh, okay. I didn't want to hit the thing where it does it for you, but it might be for the best, honestly. Because it's doing that. This is the thing. Oh, no. No, why did you do that? Why did you... You were doing so well. Game, you were doing so well. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We are doing fine. This is a thing from the other games where it cuts off your ability to actually see what's happening. I was hoping this version of it wasn't going to do it. And it's funny, right when I start talking about how this is the best version of this gameplay gimmick, oh, it's time for the thing. Final blow.
You have no proof
Removed floorboard. Right when I start talking about how this is the best version of, oh, what the hell, of this gameplay mechanic throughout the entire series is when they introduce that thing again.
Used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dry blood on the underside of the floorboard. Angie's blood? Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Kyo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used. How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie. I believe that while Kyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
Helicopter with the floorboard!
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you.
Spoken as if you've been doing everything else until this point.
Please, put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
And again, I don't know why the Blacken doesn't ever go for, you know, the Makotos, the Hajimes, the Shuichis of the killing game. Because if they actually killed those people, no one would be left to figure anything out. I mean, okay, I guess in Game 1 you have to take out Kyoko and Makoto. Game 2 you have to take out Chiaki and Hajime. And then Game 3, yeah, no, just Shuichi and then you're good. So I don't know why they just waste their time with all these other useless fucks. They just... Ugh.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time.
And now it's time for the closing argument. Okay, well, honestly, that was shorter than it usually is. I mean, granted, we still have the aftermath to deal with, but usually that was just about an hour is how long it took us to get through it this time. So that was pretty efficient. Honestly, I expected it to take a lot longer than that. All right, well, you know the drill. I'll go take care of this. I'll take care of where would this take place? Not here. Here, okay, yeah. I'll run through the closing argument like I always do, and then I'll skip ahead till I'm done here.
This is the truth of the case. Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head. The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise. They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this. To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere. And the other was the key to locking the room. The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, But remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder.
For some stupid reason. You know, okay. Usually I like to let these things play out, but let's go ahead and see if we can predict this. It's either going to be that he just really hated Tango for some reason, or that he just loved the seesaw method so much he really wanted to use it. Either way, it makes no sense because you're risking dying for no reason. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. No matter what they try to say to explain it, it's not going to make any sense.
Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle. Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Cage Child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan, to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard. The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the Salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered Tenko's body. While we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle.
I mean,
But now
you
we
could have
know
just
for
I don't know how you didn't remember
We
it.
know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
How anyone looked at the script and thought to themselves, yeah, this makes sense. This is good. This chapter is solid. And didn't just have 1,000 questions. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch.
Sweet Korekio. There were times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret. My only regret.
Was not being able to make 100 friends.
What?
100 friends?
How are you gonna do that when there's only 16 of us here?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What?
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already! Roger that!
Alright, let's adhere to what we said last time after the UI loads. PS5, by the way, 1,000-year loading time, because that's how poor this game is optimized. We're gonna save the game and see if voting for someone else changes literally anything. Game has been saved. Now let's see if voting for someone else will change. I doubt it's gonna change anything. I don't care about what you have to say. Shut up. Oh my god, shut up. No one cares. I think what's gonna happen is nothing, because in theory the majority rule should still be, you know, in favor of voting for Korekio. But just for fun, let's see what happens if we vote for... Actually, no, I think on the options we get a reaction, she'll probably give the most entertaining reaction. So let's vote for her and see what happens. I'll honestly be... I will be stunned if this changes anything. Like, I really think that what's gonna happen is it'll show the vote on the screen, but it won't matter. Like, I don't think any characters are gonna comment on it. No one's gonna be like, why'd you vote for me, dumbass? I think it's just gonna be like, show the number, and then Korekio gets executed anyway. But, you know, maybe the game will surprise me. You never know. You never know. You never know. Yeah. Wait, even Korekio voted for himself? What? Okay, interesting.
Who will be chosen?
Because there was only one other vote, and it was the fake vote that I threw out. Alright, how do we do? I feel like we're probably not gonna get any this time because we made more mistakes than usual. How do we do? Oh, still got an A. Cool. And that's a lot of mana coins that I can use to grind out for some casino coins to get ourselves another Key of Love! Oh, that's gonna be fun, 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 fun! Alright, now it's time for... where the game will probably try to justify why Koriki went for 2 kills. Wow! Seriously? You're correct again!
Absolutely right. All right.
Oh, shut up.
Q, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Yeah, he had no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have. Motive?
Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder?
Don't tell me, were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito? Shut up, I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
Because we're friends, I would not call us friends. I'll tell you, I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
So that has nothing to do with the motive? Then why? Yeah.
For the one that I love, there is someone that I love. From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear, someone I long for. Oh joy. Why the fuck, what is this? Okay.
Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate.
Do I need this on I don't think I need this on my screen. Please, YouTube, please don't delete my channel. This is V3 doing V3 things.
No one can come between us. We are bound by an intense love.
Okay, Joy.
What anyone says.
Oh, okay. Why do I care? What does it have to do with why you went for the second murder?
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you. Some of us aren't that lucky.
So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape. Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense because you already had the... That doesn't make any sense. You already had Angie dead. You're out. You had the perfect crime. Why did you go... What did this...
Tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tenko? Yeah, but why did you need to kill both?
If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no. Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. What? Whoa. Wait a minute. What now? Inside?
Don't look at me, I'm not his lover.
Calm down. No. I'm guessing it's gonna be himself. I think that's where they're going with this. He loves himself because that's what it was, right? Like it's like his other self was talking to him during the trial. Is that the route we're going here? Like he loves himself, which. Oh boy. Who is it? Who is the person you love?
Is it really one of us?
When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy. I gather that. I mean inside me.
Sister.
Yes, the one I love lives you. What? You're what? That's it. Nope. 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 Your sister? What the? What is this? What is this game? And the hits just keep on coming. You know what? At this point, why am I even surprised? Why does it not surprise me that Spike Chunsoft would pull some bullshit like this? Your sister. I'd like to remind you all of the image that they showed on screen about 2 minutes ago, featuring the one he loves, his sister. Really? We're going down the route of incest now. That's where you want to go. Of all the shit, because you did such a wonderful job of tackling serious issues in Ultra Despair Girls, now you want to tackle incest. Oh joy! I fucking just... Why? Why the...
Right?
Well, duh, if you were a sister, he would have killed himself already. Okay. You were in a laugh anime game. Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover? It is not that difficult, my sister. Yes, I gathered that, Korikyu. Thanks. I got that. Trust me. I received the message loud and clear. Oh no, don't show another image. No, Nord!
Her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply.
What is...
The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us.
That's a bad thing! What the fuck is... This game... This... I don't... I can't... I don't...
They called it forbidden love. But none could stop.
You know, maybe there's a reason people call it forbidden love. It's literally incest.
Long for my sister's warmth.
Don't say that. Don't show this. What are you doing?
The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth.
What the fuck?
For my beloved sister.
There's so many varying degrees of not okay.
He's messing around.
You had to escape from here, right?
No. I
had to kill for her.
What?
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely. Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends from my dear deceased sister. Oh no. You can't. Game. You can't. What is this script? God. What is this? My brain can't take this shit anymore. I can't. What is this game? Are you kidding me? You can't be serious. Are you yanking my chain? The reason he went for the second murder was to find her sister more friends in the afterlife. But he also doesn't believe in the resurrection ritual. Do you even need me to explain to you why this is nonsense? I feel like this one you don't even need me to explain to you. I can't. I knew it wasn't gonna make sense. I knew whatever they tried to say wasn't gonna make sense. But there's no way I could have ever predicted it would be this stupid.
Do you understand?
What?
For my beloved sister.
What the fuck? My brain can't take this. What is this? They're all wonderful people. Wonderful at being sisters' friends. What? This is too impossible to understand. Too impossible. Sister is very happy. I don't have. Congratulations, Danganronpa. You've left me speechless. Could it be that the lipstick version of Q is...
Alessio's older sister.
What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Oh my god. I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, dude. After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught I nearly went mad, but sister came to save me. She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me. Okay. Alright, whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say, dude. I'm just... I'm just drained. I'm out of words. What do you even say to this? What can you say to this? What is a normal human being supposed to say in response to the insanity that is unfolding on my screen right now?
Are you serious?
I told you.
I just... There's... Yep. He's totally out of his mind. Oh, you don't say, Miyu. You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here? Well, yeah. Seems like he was already crazy before he got here. You didn't kill to escape Miri. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh? So... You know what? I'm just gonna say this is out of character for him. Because if all he cares about is getting people up into the afterlife, which, don't even get me started, so that his sister has people to be friends with, riddle me this, why wouldn't he want to get found out? Because if he believes in the afterlife, he believes in the afterlife, okay? So, if he believes in that, why wouldn't he want to give himself up as the Blackened so that he'd be executed? And then, because, like, if his top priority in life is to make sure that his sister is happy in the afterlife, why, and if he doesn't care about actually escaping, he doesn't care about anything in the outside world, all he cares about is his sister, why wouldn't he just, give himself up as the Blackened so that he would be able to go spend time with her in the afterlife? This is all channeling through his worldview of how he sees the world in the afterlife. This is going based on his perspective. Why wouldn't he want to... This case keeps breaking even more. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends.
Only girls? I see. So when we were deciding on who should be the medium...
Yeah, okay, that doesn't make any sense. So implying that your sister can only be friends with girls?
You said it would work best with a girl.
I spent my time evaluating all the girls here, and besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy. Oh, really? And what about Miyu, obviously? What about Maki makes her not worthy? Go ahead, riddle me that, Batman.
Yeah, all worthy? How come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care. Then the second victim could have been me. Tenko died in place of me.
Excellent.
Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for my sister. She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko. Infiltrate? Really?
But how did you...
Yeah, it was obvious to me. I have studied many people. Yes, she stood up against the darkness of the school all by herself. All for her beloved friend. I was so touched by that. Wonderful! She was a perfect friend for sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko. Though I was planning on having you become sister's friend too, eventually.
No way.
Wow. You do all that for... Wow, you did all that just to kill. For you to go that far. That's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
It interested me as an anthropologist, but of course, but more than that, I wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? You look kind of pale. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kiyu right now.
Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both. Oh my god, we're still going. I know we had plenty of chances after escaping this place. But Angie walked in on me preparing, and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I may as well kill someone else, too. After all, I would be ashamed to just waste a second staying on the trick I prepared. That doesn't know. That... You're only... Oh my god, this fucking script. Okay, you know what? Let's say, for the sake of argumentation, that he doesn't want... That he still wants to live, okay? Because, like, maybe you said in response to my earlier theory, it's like, oh, come on. Yes, he wants other people to be your friend, but he still wants to live. To which I would say, okay, that only helps my case. Because what happens if he escapes the school? What happens is he goes free, and everyone else dies in his place. Meaning, all these people would become the Blackened. Sorry, that was wrong choice of words. All these people would be executed, and those are just even more friends to go up visit his sister. So, there was no reason to go for the second murder because Tenko would have died anyway, you idiot! You had an airtight murder plot. No one would have ever figured out what you did in the fake locked room mystery in the lab. No one. There was not enough clues to piece together that it was you who did it. So if you just stuck with Angie, no one would have figured it out. You would have gotten away scot-free, and everybody else in this room, including Tenko, would have died and gone up into the afterlife or whatever bullshit so that they could become your sister's friend, you absolute moron. This script, this chapter makes no goddamn sense. I can't. I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done with this. Just get me out of this. Yeah, whatever. Incest. I get it. You're done. You're done. I don't care. I don't care. Shut up. Yeah. It's time for execution. Okay, great. Bye. Wait. No, wait. He said it. He said it again. So just, no matter how you look at this, it's broken. No matter how you look at this, it's broken. He just said he wants to see his sister. Why didn't you just confess? What are you doing? This script! This fucking script! Oh my god, this... I can't... You are giving Ultra Despair Girls a run for its money, which is really saying something. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I don't, just bye. Bye. I don't care. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. You fucking incestual creep. I can't believe this is... How is this real? This can't be real. This isn't a real game. The fuck? What the fuck? Just right into the fire, huh? Oh my god, what is this game? What the fuck? What? Okay. Alright. Uh-huh. Hey, at least one of them's down. Just 2 more to go. 2 more of the stupid things to go, and then we're done with the Monocubs forever. Okay. Alright, what did he take back? Oh, he took back the Necronomicon.
Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster. Shut up. How long are you going to keep talking about that? Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic. I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say?
Yeah. Stop talking. Don't say so. You said it. You said it. You said it.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Man, this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but I think people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead. The living are more precious than the dead no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up, leave me alone.
But there's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't after all, not in this academy.
Okay, great. Thank God you finally broke free of Angie's freaking Atua cult. I guess that's one good thing that came as a result of this chapter.
But your talent is entomology. I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Maki. You and me both.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent. Huh? It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. Maki. I see. Wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling is the killer shows? Don't underestimate her. Maki Roll's one of my sidekicks. I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll? Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I would have preferred it to happen sooner. Especially not after losing 7 people.
You're right. Only 9 people left now.
What do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's right. 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away and only 9 remain. By that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces? Just 9 of us. Humans are like weeds, too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end. That's totally what the hardest robot was thinking. Right? No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable. Hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god spirit to the dead. Just you guys to believe in all of you. Kaito. You're right. Those of us who remain can start over. Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept. Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got it? I've never heard of such an intense form of apology. It seems like everything is settled for now, even though we're missing her.
You alright?
You okay? Anything Gonta can do to help? You can tell Gonta.
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her. I remember how I felt after the girl who I knew for a collective 72 hours died.
Oh, Gonta understand. I mean, even 72 hours might be a bit of an overstatement.
You're so dumb.
Himiko's such a liar. Oh, you do not like to talk about liars.
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will in the world of oh my god, don't talk about free will. Don't do that. In a universe that might end up being revealed as having all been a game show, remains to be seen, but I'm thinking it might be the case. Don't tell me about free will, please. Don't do that. But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know? What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit. I only said this because I thought about it. Himiko's been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back. Hey, what are you repressing? What are you trying so hard to hold back? Hold back? Yeah. Tenko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two.
Yikes, that hurts to hear from everyone else in this room.
But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. But I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Himiko.
Damn it.
Oh. Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she was releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger. Said in conjunction with frustration, love, tears, filled with emotion. Actually, no. Anger said in conjunction with hatred as well. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward.
Great. What fun. Alright, are we done now?
After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However...
Aww.
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
That's nice of Gonta.
No, she's fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
Gonta's best boy. Gonta's a very nice person.
But wow, that really
He's
surprised me.
so pure.
She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Even if he did try to kill us all with bugs that one time.
Yeah, she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think? Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
You'll need.
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaito was stopped in his tracks. Kaito, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead. You sure?
Well,
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick. You worried about me? Yeah. Worried about your stupidity. Aren't we all? Ha! Still haven't warmed up to me, huh? Maybe not, but I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. It seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, 'cause of me.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaito. But like I said, I'm gonna go get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead. Sure, got it. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito.
Damn it. I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet. Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
So I guess that's why he was absent for most of the trials, because he worked the case with the chapters, because he's got some kind of sickness, I guess. No, that'll be a can of worms to open at some point. But hey, look at that! We finally finished chapter 3 in a video that actually has chapter 3 in the title. Who would have guessed it? Oh my God, that was something. That was terrible. That was horrendous. Where do you even begin with that? How about, I don't know, maybe the fact that no one noticed Korikyu going over to the center, like no one heard him stomping on the floorboards, like no one heard him walking, no one heard his footsteps, no one heard his voice move throughout the room, no one heard, especially since their sense of hearing should be heightened, given the fact that it's completely dark in the room. No one heard that. I don't, just, also, actually, I don't know if I brought this up yet, but, so, if you put the sickle on top of the cage, there'd be a big bulge on the top of that white sheet that I guess nobody noticed. And even if nobody noticed it, I'm sorry, that cage would not have stayed upright. It would have tilted over. That cage was not resting on the unstable surface of a sickle. Just no. Sorry, not the cage, the statue. The statue would have toppled over. It would not have... We're lucky it stayed upright at all on a flat surface or a semi-flat surface at the top of the cage. No way it would have stayed upright on the unstable surface of the sickle. That's nonsense. I don't even know how we got it there since Kokichi's the one who brought the sheet in there, but I guess maybe he could have planted in the sheet ahead of time, in which case he could have just got the sheet himself. I don't know how he got it into the room. Everything about the fact that he went for the second murder at all, the mechanics of the door lock, just none of this makes any sense. And don't even get me started on his motive. Good God, his motive. He had incest with his sister and wanted to kill people so that she would have friends. And no matter how you break it down, like I went over earlier, it just falls apart at the seams. Let's just hope the next chapter is better than that. Alright, that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. Catch you all soon for the next episode of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Goodbye.